Hello, ladies. It's Mr. O'Sullivan. Today is an asynchronous day due to election day, so you will not be in the building. You will be doing this ed puzzle. So make sure that you do this ed puzzle on your note sheet, and you also do it the short Delta Math assignment. I believe it's only like 5 questions or so, and it's just on this skill. So what we're doing today is we are going to be learning how to do reflections over diagonals. So the 2 diagonals that we're going to be looking at are the lines y equals x and the line y equals negative x. So when we want to reflect, I forgot to say the learning target. The learning target is I can use reflections to transform figures and points in the plane. So question number 1 says reflect triangle ABC, and I forgot to put my A right here, over the line y equals x. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be doing the opposite. So if I look, the first point I'm going to reflect is the point A, which is 1, 2. B is 3, 4, and C is 1, 5. That's all right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how far away is A from my line. So if I look, I'm going to go down 1, but instead of going down 1, I'm actually going to go diagonal. So I'm going to go to the right one, and this is A prime. So if I look, A prime is located at 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I can say A prime is 2, 1. What do you notice about my original ordered pair compared to my new ordered pair? Very good. When I reflect over the line y equals x, all I'm doing is switching my x and my y values. So if I'm switching my x and my y values, B prime will be very similar. So if I look at B prime, I start here, I go down 1, and I go right 1. So B prime is going to be located right here. So when I think about this, B prime is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So B prime is located at 4, 3, which would make sense because it's just a switch. Now C prime, where do you think C prime will be located? Very good. C prime will be located at 5, 1. So now I'm going to plot 5, 1. So I go out 5, up 1, and here's C prime. And then I connect my points. So what we just did was E reflection over the line y equals x. Now, how we would write this using reflection notation, so like similar to yesterday where we did reflection over the x-axis or whatever, we would write this as a lowercase r, and right next to it we would put the equation y equals x. So Miss Colliburn and I go over the mapping rules. So here's how we'd write our coordinate mapping. We start with our ordered pair xy, and all we do if we're doing a reflection over y equals x is just switching our x and our y values. So our coordinate mapping would be y, x. And that's how you reflect over the line y equals x. Now what we're going to do is reflect over the line y equals negative x. And again, I forgot to put my A right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to figure out how far away we are. So if I look at the point A, I'm only 1, 2, 3 away from my line. So I'm going to go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3, and plot my point right there. 1, 2, 1 second. Yes, right here. So if I want to write this as an ordered pair, that would be -2, -1. I have a question. What do you notice about my original ordered pair and my new ordered pair after I do a reflection over the line y equals -x? Very good. I switch my x and my y values and I make them both opposite, or I negate them. So let's do B prime now. If I look, B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to now go to the left 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and plot a point right here. What is that as an ordered pair? Very good. It's -4, -3. So by this process, I'm still just switching my x and y values, making them both opposite. What would c prime be after a reflection over the line y equals negative x? Very good. It would be negative 5, negative 1. So I go out to negative 5, and I go down 1. And this is c prime. Now I'm going to connect those points. And what we just did was a reflection over y equals negative x. Now, just like above, we're going to go over how to write this using reflection notation. We use a lowercase r, but instead of writing y equals x, we're going to write y equals negative x. And now our coordinate mapping is very similar as our first one. We start with our ordered pair x comma y. We do a reflection over y equals negative x. And what happens is we switch our x and our y values. So we have y comma x, but this time we make them both opposite. So I have a negative y and a negative x. Now, make sure you hand this sheet in tomorrow and you complete the delta math. If you have any questions, email myself or Ms. Colarundo.